Good evening, I'm Heather Lancaster.
And I'm Josh Skluzacek.
Next, live on Star City News, a major street shuts down in Lincoln. Will be live on location. Court fees might be on the rise. Find out who it would benefit. That's the open. That's not where we're at, though. The Pope versus Donald Trump. Keep going. I can't.
Just read.
Sorry, we are having technical difficulties. Police are investigating a bank robbery near 17th and South Streets. A person possibly wearing a Halloween mask entered Westgate Bank before 2 this afternoon and fled after police thought the suspect escaped in a blue BMW at about 3 this afternoon. There was still 3 Lincoln police officers continuing the investigation. A few officers chased the BMW to an apartment complex near South 56th Street and Highway 2. Officers reportedly drew their guns and the BMW was towed. According to the Lincoln Journal-Star, police later determined the car had nothing to do with the robbery and no injuries have been reported.
Well, a major street in Lincoln is being shut down.
And now we'll go live to Star City's Nikita Higgins with more on the story.
Heather, the intersection here at 50th and A has done nothing but confuse drivers, and that is why the city wants to build a median in front of 50th Street.
The south side will be closed with the expansion of Bryan Hospital, and then what we're looking at doing is also closing the north side of the intersection at the same time.
This would create an inconvenience for the 11 homes in between A and C streets, but some neighbors think it's not a bad idea.
I think it's a great idea because people use it as a thoroughway from A Street to 48th Street. We constantly have speeders up the street.
The city says that this would create an easier flow in traffic.
Anywhere around town where we've got those triangles, 3 closely spaced signals, we have trouble getting traffic through them. And then this one is made even worse because of the fact that we've got a 6-legged intersection as one of those.
The new intersection would save drivers time and money.
We've estimated approximately $146,000 a year, and that's just those 2 hours on weekdays because we're saving that much delay to motorists out there.
Public Works is holding an informational meeting on the project Monday from 5 to 6. Heather?
Thanks, Nikita. More than $9,000 worth of parts for a Dodge Viper have been stolen from a Lincoln residence after it was burglarized for the 2nd time in a year yesterday. An air filter system and painted hood vents were just a couple of the items taken. Lancaster County Sheriff's Office is asking for help identifying the person responsible. A bill in the state legislature is trying to raise court fees by $1. Senator Adam Moorfeld sponsored the bill, saying it would raise more than $350,000 a year for Legal Aid of Nebraska, a nonprofit that provides free legal help for low-income people in non-criminal cases. The bill, which has little opposition, was backed by the Nebraska State Bar Association. According to Moorfeld, more than 70% of low-income Nebraskans face legal trouble every year. Another bill in the legislature would allow foster care and adoption agencies to refuse services that would go against their religious beliefs. The bill, introduced by Senator Mark Coulterman, would make it illegal to deny placing a child with same-sex couples because of religious beliefs. Supporters say the bill is important because Nebraska can't afford to lose any child care agencies or families. Those opposed have concerns about losing federal funding because of discrimination on issues and say that the bill puts agencies' interests ahead of children's. Nearly half of the foster care and adoption agencies hold state contracts in Nebraska are faith-based.
Senator Tyson Larson proposed 18 to be the new minimum age for someone to serve in an elective office. Right now, the minimum age to be a governor is 30 and to serve in the legislature is 21. But Senator Larson argues that if 18-year-olds are old enough to vote and to serve and fight in the military, they're old enough to serve in elective office. If the proposal is approved, it will be submitted to a vote of the people in November. The votes have been counted and the flying lanterns are banned across the state of Nebraska. The bill advocates say that flying lanterns are a fire danger if they land in neighborhoods and dry fields. Violators would face a $100 fine. The time has come for us to file taxes, and there are many places around the city that are here to help.
We'll go live to Evan Troxel in the newsroom with more on the story after the break. Stay with us.
At the University of Nebraska College of Journalism and Mass Communications, you can start here and go anywhere. Our programs are designed for doers, life seekers. You'll get hands-on experience from day one in front of or behind a camera with a major in broadcasting. Or maybe you'd like a career in radio, calling sporting events for KRNU, or design a major advertising campaign. To begin your future, go to journalism.unl.edu.
According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, every 2 minutes, a person is injured in a drunk driving crash. Always remember, buzz driving is still drunk driving. A message from the Nebraska Office of Highway Safety.
Welcome to the Adele Coryell Hall Learning Commons. This new addition will soon become the scholastic hub of City Campus. Enjoy the vibrant learning environment designed to accommodate and promote academics. The Commons also has a number of private study rooms to gather and collaborate with classmates and friends. Come visit the Adele Coryell Hall Learning Commons at Love Library today.
We'll see if history can repeat itself for the Huskers. They can have back-to-back years with beating Purdue if they lose this game.
What would we do if we won the Powerball jackpot?
That's daunting to think about.
The music may change, but we'll still be there. Music, sports, and more. 90.3 KRNU.
Hi, I'm Evan Troxel. Have you filed your taxes yet? Taxes are due April 14th. 3 libraries host free tax filing services in Lincoln. They are Bennett Martin, Anderson, and Isley libraries. I spoke with Virginia Calderon, a student worker at the Center for Civic Engagement at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. She says that the university is always looking for volunteers to help people file their taxes.
We always are taking people, if they get their certifications done, then we'll get them trained and have them help us. So it's never too late to become a volunteer.
She says that the training for volunteers is free, and they are also looking for people who speak other languages as well.
We have many of our community families come in who don't speak English, so we do look for interpreters, and not only just Spanish, but also different other languages because Lincoln is very diverse.
Calderon said that people can file their taxes on University of Nebraska-Lincoln's East Campus, and the free tax services are available to not only students, but to the public as well. Non-U.S. students can get their free tax preparations starting March 1st on Tuesdays from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. in the Unity Room at the Jackie Gahan Multicultural Center. Let's go back to Josh and Heather.
Thanks, Evan. A 25-year-old man conditioned today. The man and his 34-year-old roommate got into an argument over some stolen property. After getting into a fistfight, the 34-year-old man allegedly stabbed his roommate in the back 3 times. However, no arrests have been made, according to Lincoln Police.
The 3 farmhouse fraternity members facing felony charges for procuring alcohol to a minor that resulted in the death of Clayton Reel in September 2014 pled to misdemeanors. They each face as much as a year in jail and a $1,000 fine. Their sentencing is set for April 25th.
Well, if you're a big cat lover, you might be interested in getting a new license plate this fall. Today, state lawmakers unanimously voted to create plates to promote mountain lion conservation. According to the bill proposed by Senator Ernie Chambers, the plates would cost $5 more than standard license plates with the extra fee going to fund educational youth programs on wildlife conservation. Message plates would also jump in cost by $40, with $30 going toward the conservation effort. If the bill is signed into law, the new plates would be available on October 1st. Well, not many people say no to the FBI.
But that's exactly what Apple did. Haley Archer has more on the story.
If you try to unlock an iPhone, you only get 10 times before the phone wipes out all of the data. That's why the federal government is asking Apple to change their security. The FBI has the phone that was used by one of the San Bernardino killers, but can't access any of the information due to encryption. They're asking Apple to create a way for them to access information on the iPhone. But Apple said no and wrote their statement that says, in part, that this has implications far beyond the legal case at hand. Decrypting the phone could make it easier for hackers to gain access to the information. I spoke with technology expert and UNL law professor Gus Hurwitz about some of the legal consequences of Apple's decision.
If Apple strongly prevails in this case, it's possible that the legal consequence could be that Congress passes a law that says, Apple, you have to change the design of your products in order to support court orders.
For Star City News, I'm Haley Archer. Back to you, Heather.
Thanks, Haley, and we did a poll on that today. Mike Shoro will give you the results later in the newscast.
Well, it was beautiful outside today. Here's Emily Lockenmeyer with a look at the weather.
Josh.
If and when.
With these warmer temperatures we're expecting to see over the next week, we can expect motorcyclists and bicyclists to be hitting the streets. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, motorcyclists are 26 times more likely to die in a crash than those in a car. So it's important for motorists out there to be cautious, be observant, and share the roads. For Star City Weather, I'm Emily Lockmer. After the break, Cody Carlin will have your full weather forecast.
Picture yourself in a masterpiece building, surrounded by the work of great American masters. It's here. Sheldon Museum of Art at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. Nebraska's national treasure.
I'm Prince Mukamara, and I'm urging you to go to collegeboundnebraska.com to see if you qualify.
You've got things to do. You're the next success. A CEO, a dancer, a poet, an entrepreneur, a doer, a spark. Come make waves where there is no ocean.
For Star City Weather, I'm Cody Carlin. We went from near February-like conditions yesterday to now almost June-like conditions today. That was in large part to those nearly record-high temperatures. Partly sunny and strong southerly winds give us that 69 degrees for our current temperature. And if we look at our almanac, we can see how close we actually came to that all-time record. 69 was the high. 1930 was the last time we saw temperatures this close. 70 degrees was the record, so just 1 degree off. Our average for this time of year was 41, and we saw above average temperatures across much of Nebraska. We see Broken Bow at 67, McCook at 74, Valentine way up there at 78 degrees. But if you look along the southern part of the map here, we can see Hill City at 84. In Kansas, they're actually seeing some very dangerous fire weather today. So if you're down in that area, make sure that you aren't burning anything or causing anything that could cause fire down in that area. And contrast that with what we're seeing In the northeast part of Nebraska, we see North Fork there at 56 degrees to came at 53, and that is still due to that snow cover on the ground. And if we head into tonight, it's going to be a fantastic evening. If you're going to be out and about this evening, a little bit breezy, south wind 10 to 15 miles an hour. However, low for tonight is only going to be down to 47, and that will cause us to warm up nicely again for tomorrow. Sunny skies, again breezy, but not too bad. 65 degrees, west winds 15 to 25 miles an hour. That warm air will be coming off the Rocky Mountains from our west, bringing us these nice temperatures, and it'll continue into the 7-day forecast for the weekend. 63 degrees for a high. Sunday, that cold front does move through. 53 on Sunday, but that cold front doesn't bring any precipitation, but it does bring us back to near seasonable temperatures. 45 for a high on Monday, and then heading through the rest of your work week, Tuesday into Wednesday, both 46, but abundant sunshine and normal temperatures. Doesn't seem to be too bad for this time of year. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Cody. Well, Pope Francis said that Donald Trump is not a Christian if he intends to build a wall along the U.S.-Mexican border, and Trump immediately fired back.
If and when the Vatican is attacked by ISIS, which as everyone knows is ISIS's ultimate trophy, I can promise you that the Pope would have only wished and prayed that Donald Trump would have been president.
Coming up, UNL has a weekend dedicated for women.
Colleen has this and more with U News.
Campus. Two UNL graduates completed not only a crazy adventure, but also managed to snag themselves a world record. Caitlin Miller and George Pagano spent the last 2 months sailing across the Atlantic Ocean. According to the Daily Nebraskan, the duo completed the more than 3,000-mile journey just 2 days ago, and the pair now holds the world record for a mixed pair for crossing from the Canary Islands to Antigua in the Caribbean. And as part of their journey, the pair was also able to raise about $40,000 for ALS research. The duo said it took them about 2 years to train for the journey. And in speaking of making waves, UNL welcomed a founder of the Black Lives Matter movement as a part of Black History Month events. Last night, Alicia Garza spoke to more than 300 students about the movement. She said that Black History Month is not only about history, but should also be used to think about the futures of African Americans. Last November, UNL had its own Black Lives Matter protest, drawing more than 600 people. The protest was a show of solidarity for similar protest at the University of Missouri and other schools. And if you haven't got to take part in Black History Month events yet, well, you'll have another chance on the 29th with a poetry slam at the Jackie Gahn Center. Currently, women make up less than 25% of jobs in science and technology. Well, to young women who dream of being a doctor, engineer, or computer scientist, this weekend is for you. UNL is sponsoring the 18th Annual Women in Science Conference Friday and Saturday. High school girls from all over Nebraska will be attending the event to explore their interests in science careers. They're expected to make visits to tour a hospital and to a hands-on workshop in laboratories at the Beadle Center here at UNL. And that's what's happening on campus. After break, Megan has the latest in sports.
Lighthouse actually means a lot to me. For one, it provides a safe place and you can have a free meal here, build a lot of friendships with the staff and kids.
Jaden is one of the many youths who come to Lighthouse for a healthy body and mind. For 25 years, Lighthouse has been creating life-changing experiences through meals, fitness classes, and educational support. To learn more about our mission or to donate, visit lincolnlighthouse.org.
Don't just check on your friend later. Take action. He's not just missing the party, he could miss the rest of his life.
I'm Megan McGill with sports. The men's basketball team was on the road last night, matched up against the 22nd ranked Indiana Hoosiers, marking their third consecutive game without the injured Siobhan Shields. The first half looked promising with the Huskers controlling the tempo. Big game for freshman Jack McVeigh, who had a career-high 17 points, but it wouldn't be enough. With Huskers up and only 5:55 left in the first half, Coach Miles switched to the 2-3 zone for the next 3 possessions. With the Huskers on their heels, Indiana took over, and this is where things got a little ugly. The Hoosiers scored on 9 of the next 10 possessions, ultimately beating the Huskers 80-64, the final.
At the end of the day, the story of the game is we didn't play good enough defense. We didn't control tempo. They got quick scores, and that's a death sentence against Indiana, especially here.
The Huskers look ahead to Ohio State, who they'll play on Saturday at home. But first, the women will take on the Buckeyes at Ohio State, their last regular season road game of the year. The Huskers are looking for redemption after their 78-60 loss to the Buckeyes at home last month. A W tonight would be a big boost to Nebraska's resume, getting them a step closer to making the NCAA tournament. However, 5th-ranked Ohio State will be no easy task. The Buckeyes are hot on a 9-game winning streak, leading the Big Ten with a 13-1 record. Their biggest weapon, though, is sophomore guard Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell averages 24.6 points a game, making her number 4 in the nation in scoring. Tomorrow's game will be at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Well, it's finally starting to feel like spring, and that can mean only one thing. It's time to grab those peanuts and Cracker Jacks. Baseball is back. The Husker baseball team is headed to South Carolina for their first series of the 2016 season against the College of Charleston. First pitch of the 3 series is tomorrow at 3 p.m. But before we start talking baseball, Husker fans still have one more football Saturday at Memorial Stadium to look forward to. Fans can start planning their tailgates. A time has been set for the annual red-white scrimmage. Kickoff will be April 16th at 1 p.m. Tickets are going fast, though. 32,000 have already been sold. Next up, Mike Chareau gives us a scoop on his favorite holiday today. But remember to bring your ID for this next segment. He'll have all your social media buzz after the break.
The Study Stop is a place for students to really, be able to get together, do homework, but then also get academic assistance if they need it from different tutors available on campus, as well as teaching assistants and different resources that have been brought in.
It's a nice place because they have free coffee and hot chocolate. They also have tutors, which physics I like because it's really hard.
This is a study stop. It's a place for people who need help with whatever to come get help from tutors, or if they just need a quiet place to study, they can come study.
7 to 10 every day. There'll be a place where you can go and just sit and study. Coming to the study stop really is just helping yourself.
Hey everybody, I'm Mike Shoro with What's Trending on social media. Feel free to tweet me at Mike_Shoro. Today is National Drink Wine Day, which may be my favorite holiday I didn't know exists. Thousands of Twitter users are chiming in with their hashtag National Drink Wine Day stories. Looks like somebody drew a picture of me, which is weird because I don't remember ever having hair that long. This tweeter might be a few years underage. Hopefully this perfect angel is old enough in dog years. Even celebrities are getting in on the fun, with Kris Jenner tweeting a gif of herself that says, "It's going to take me about 3 days to get through this wine." And as everybody knows, anybody who has ever posted on the internet is always nice and courteous. U.S. Senator Ben Sasse received backlash in January for criticizing Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump on Twitter. He reads mean tweets to him in a video released today. I'll let him do the talking.
Ben Sasse. Troll, 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 troll. How many swirlies did Ben Sasse get in high school? Troll, 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 troll. Senator Sasse, Senator Sissy. Rhino wimp cowards get no love. Blocked. Troll, troll, troll.
Many people are backing Apple's decision to keep their iPhones closed from the government. They're tweeting hashtag #IStandWithApple to show their support. Like this tweet from user @ABetterJulie saying, "In this instance, I stand with Apple. Don't give away freedom because of fear." Do you remember when Kanye West said he was $53 million in debt? Well, some kind souls have offered him ways to cover those costs. The Philadelphia Police Department tweeted at Kanye today and offered him a position, adding he could be debt-free by the year 3122 with their annual salary. Pizza Hut's United Kingdom account tweeted at him a few days ago, offering the rapper a job and tweeting out a joke resume. Somebody even started a GoFundMe account to benefit him. It seems unlikely they'll reach their goal, but hey, worth a shot. And you may have seen our very serious Twitter poll earlier about making a Kanye segment a regular thing. It looks like Always came away with the victory, so congrats. We will always have a segment dedicated to Kanye on our newscast. Next up, we have Evan Hummel with some surprising news about Ronda Rousey and more in the entertainment world, coming up after the break.
Welcome to Entertainment News. I'm Evan Hummel. Nike has fired Pacquiao from a multi-million-dollar contract. This following the boxer's comments where he compared homosexuals to animals. In a statement, Nike said, quote, Manny Pacquiao's comments are abhorrent. Nike strongly opposes discrimination of any kind and has a long history of supporting standing up for the LGBT community. We no longer have a relationship with Manny Pacquiao, end quote. He supports Nike's decision and has since apologized for his comments, but said he still opposes gay marriage. The comments were made on a Filipino television station early this week. Sad news for reality TV fans of the star show Mob Wives. Known as Ange died of cancer at a New York City hospital this morning. Excuse me. The Mob Wives cast and other celebrities took to Twitter following condolences. Condolences, co-star Renee Graziano tweeted, "Rest in peace, Angela, forever in my heart." Rayola had been battling a stage 4 cancer of lung cancer. She's survived by a daughter and son, in addition to 6 grandchildren. She was 55 years old. UFC fighter Ronda Rousey made a shocking announcement yesterday, admitting that she had suicidal thoughts after the loss to Holly Holm. For the previously undefeated Rousey, whose father committed suicide when she was 8, the loss was devastating. The fighter, known for her toughness, showed a softer side during the interview and said her relationship with boyfriend Travis, also a UFC fighter, helped conquer the depression. Rousey hasn't set a timetable for a return to the ring. Let's get that. Zayn Malik debuted his newest single. It's surprise of fans on Late Show with Jimmy Fallon last night. Malik hinted at a special treat for fans on Twitter before his performance, tweeting, "May have a surprise for you on the show tonight. Mind to Mind will be released March 25th and comes just 1 year after his split from the band One Direction." And that's it for entertainment news. Back to you guys.
For the first time in more than 80 years, the president is going to Cuba. President Obama tweeted his plan to visit the country in March in an effort to continue progress and keep improving the lives of the Cuban people. This is after the president's pledge to reopen diplomatic channels after U.S. contractor Alan Gross was released in December of 2014. The only other sitting president to visit Cuba was Calvin Coolidge in 1928.
I've always wanted to go to Cuba.
Well, there you go. Now you can.
And that's it. All from us here at Star City News. We'll be back every Tuesday and Thursday live at 5.
Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at Star City News 16. We'll see you next time. Have a great night.
You've been watching Star City News, a student-run newscast at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln's College of Journalism and Mass Communication.